The director of the Secret Service has spoken out, saying that they're more than willing to participate in a thorough internal investigation revolving around this tragedy that happened a couple days ago at this Trump rally. But also, I'm kind of curious, are they trying to put blame on local PD? Let me explain. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal. Welcome to the Pascal Show. As you guys already know, we have been covering this whole tragedy that happened at the Trump rally. And I know that a lot of people, in fact, a good portion of the country, is right now side-eyeing the Secret Service and the ones that were involved in protecting not only just former President Donald J. Trump, but also the people at this rally. We're all trying to find out what actually happened here. Why did this happen? Could this have been prevented? Could they have stopped that monster from pulling the trigger? Well, now we have finally heard from the director of Secret Service. We got to talk about this. We got to see what they got to say. But I'm curious about this because later on in this article, it almost seems like they're trying to point blame. Not the director, but Secret Service, okay? Members of the Secret Service that were actually there. It's very interesting. We're going to get into that in just a second. But let's see what Kimberly Cheatle, the director of the Secret Service, has to say about this whole situation. She says she's willing to participate, or, they will participate in a full-on investigation, revolving around this attempt on President Trump's life, okay? And of course, there's a lot of questions about the procedure, okay, and how things were done here. But let's take a look at this, okay? So in her first public statement since the attempt on former President Donald Trump, okay, the U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheatle on Monday said the agency will, quote unquote, participate fully in an independent review ordered by President Biden, and also the agency will work with Congress on any, quote unquote, any oversight action. Now, she was appointed, okay, as director by Biden in 2022. Okay, she expressed confidence in the agency's security plan for this week's RCN, okay, in Milwaukee, because that starts, I think, if I'm correct, today and goes on for the next couple days, right? And said changes have been made to Trump's security detail since Saturday. Now, the Secret Service, this is what she says. The Secret Service is tasked with tremendous responsibility of protecting the current and former leaders of our democracy. It is a responsibility that I take incredibly seriously, and I am committed to fulfilling that mission. Now, of course, we already know about people and everyone. Like I said, we've all been side-eyeing. We all have had questions that have been swirling around the agency's preparation in the aftermath of Saturday's tragedy, okay, which, of course, took the life of one, injured two, and also injured or at least wounded the former president of these United States. And we already know about TCM and that he's 20 years old and that we're still waiting on more information about him and his motive, right? Now, they also say, they're also wondering, how was this person able to obtain rooftop access roughly 150 meters from the former president's position at the podium at an outdoor rally? And I think we all want to know that. How did this monster get access to this rooftop without any problems, right? Notably, the shooter's location was outside the security perimeter, raising questions about both the size of the perimeter and efforts to sweep and secure the American Glass Research Building, and how this monster was able to obtain rooftop access. A spokesperson, and this is what's interesting, all right? This is the part that I'm trying to say, which is, are they trying to push blame? Are they trying to point fingers and avert eyes over to some other agency, right? To some other law enforcement, which is very, very interesting. Take a look at this, okay? A spokesperson for the United States Secret Service told CNN the agency did not sweep the building where Crooks tried to take Trump's life, but instead leaned on local law enforcement to conduct security at that location. The spokesperson added that there was supposed to be a a local law enforcement, or there was supposed to be local law enforcement posted in that area, but it was not clear where that post was supposed to be located. A source not directly involved, but with knowledge of Secret Service operations, described possible roaming posts, for example, as part of some operational plans. Now, they say that Secret Service regularly works with local law enforcement agencies to assist with securing events, as is the case in Milwaukee. Further, the Secret Service utilized 2 local counter sniper teams during this rally, in addition to 2 Secret Service counter sniper teams. So, what's interesting, and that's what I'm trying to say, if you have President Trump up there, former President Trump up there. He's doing his thing. No matter what, there is responsibility on all law enforcement that were involved in this situation. Period. Okay? Secret Service all the way down to local PD. It doesn't matter. Just because you're saying, hey, we relied on local law enforcement to do that, and they were supposed to roam that area or, security check that area, I could have sworn that they do more than just that. I thought Secret Service goes in a few days before, combs all of the area, right? Any area that could be a potential spot for a sniper, for anyone to try to take a shot at the former president. Leaning on the fact that you're saying, oh, it was local law enforcement's job, doesn't hit right with me, doesn't sit well with me. I don't know about you guys, but it just does not sit well with me. Okay. But nonetheless, you have the director, okay, the director of Secret Service basically saying, hey, if you want to investigate, by all means, go ahead and investigate. That's great. I'm glad. Hopefully they'll be able to deep dive and find out what the hell actually happened here. But you can't sit here and just automatically say, oh, it was just on local law enforcement. If you have people in the Secret Service that work there, I'm sure they have more skills, more knowledge of what needs to be exacted before an event. Leaning on local law enforcement, they may not know what they can and cannot do, right? They may not think of the things that Secret Service, properly vetted agents of the Secret Service, will already know what to do when it comes to securing the perimeter, making sure everything is, like I said, tied up, nice and securely tight before he even steps on the stage. But relying on law enforcement that may not have that experience, that may not be properly vetted in that fashion, is reckless, in my personal opinion. And it's literally a recipe for disaster. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Where do you stand on this? You see the director is willing to have them do an internal investigation. I understand that former President Trump as well is doing his own, allegedly, he is conducting his own independent investigation in this situation too, which I'm going to be real, I don't blame him, right? I don't blame him. So we'll see what happens here. But I have a feeling there's going to be people resigning, and there's a lot of people that are going to be getting fired here very, very soon. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. Hit that follow button on Facebook if you're watching over there. It'd be great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.